Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping will be under one roof for the first time since the 2020 Galwan clashes between the troops of the two South Asian nations. The two leaders are set to face each other at the Shanghai Cooperation Organisation summit in Uzbekistan's cultural capital of Samarkand on the 15th and 16th of September. So far, no confirmation has been made by India and China on bilateral meeting of the two leaders. On the sidelines of the Samarkand SCO summit, ahead of this meet, India and China have started disengagement at Gogra-Hot Springs, at the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. In a brief joint statement, the two sides said Indian and Chinese troops in the area of Gogra-Hot Springs have begun to disengage in a coordinated and planned way, which is conducive to the peace and tranquility in the border areas. The development came after 16th round of the India-China Corps commander-level meeting that took place on the 17th of July. The Galwan incident of 2020 saw Chinese aggressive action at the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh that claimed the lives of 20 Indian soldiers. China, on the other hand, after much delay, accepted that it lost 4 of its soldiers. Many still doubt the death toll provided by Beijing, given its track record on transparency. Now, the world would be watching the upcoming SCO summit for more than one reason. Russian President Vladimir Putin has confirmed that he will be meeting his Chinese counterpart on the sidelines of the meet. The Samarkand conclave will mark the 22nd meeting of the Council of Heads of State of the Shanghai Cooperation Organisation. During the summit, the leaders are expected to review the organization's activities over the past 2 decades and to discuss the state and prospects of multilateral cooperation in the future. Topical issues of regional and global importance are also expected to be discussed at the meeting. The SCO is one of the largest groupings in the world. Formed in 2001, SCO has Russia, China, India, Pakistan, and the 4 Central Asian countries of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan as its members. Now, for more details on this, our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhan Sybil, has sent us this report.
Well, the disengagement process that was announced by India and China in a joint statement in Gogra and Hot Springs PP15 area comes to an end today. It started on the 8th, that is last week, and comes to an end today. And of course, it raises hopes of both the leaders, the Indian and the Chinese leaders, who will be going to Samarkand this week, if they're going to have a meeting or not. But if we talk about the entire conversations between the two sides, there have been several rounds of diplomatic and military talks. Last, of course, was in July, that led to this breakthrough, if it might be termed like this. But there have been comments by the Chinese side. In fact, the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson made a comment on Friday saying that India has done the incursion. So there are questions over the Chinese intentions, but the relationship went downhill after the Galwan incident of 2020, where, of course, an aggressive Chinese military, the actions by the military led to the death of 20 Indian soldiers. China also suffered casualties. It came out with a figure of 4, but the number is doubted given Beijing's track record on transparency. But largely, since then, the relationship, if we just give a view, is something that has been nosediving. The Indian External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, said that the relationship is going through a difficult phase. India banned number of Chinese apps and has increased scrutiny on Chinese investment. So largely, this is a relationship that shapes the global discourse, the world order in next few years and decades. But it looks like it will be a difficult relationship.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.